A July 17th, 1935 article in the trade magazine Variety was a rather dry piece focusing on advice that Joe Kinski, a theater operator from the Tri State Amusement Corporation of Davenport, Iowa, offered to movie producers in Hollywood regarding what pictures do well in the Midwest. The tri state circuit of Illinois, Iowa, and Nebraska was largely rural, the sort of place that places like Hollywood would call the sticks. The article by staff writer George McCall was, Variety editor Abe Green later explained, anything but one of this paper's best. Kinski had visited Hollywood, but the story explained he did not attempt to tell Hollywood how to make pictures, just tried to tell those he met what was what in his theaters. The surprisingly lengthy article offered gems like, with the exception of the Charlie Chan pictures, all mysteries get B showings, and Marlene Dietrich and Garbo are both poor prospects in the Middle West unless they do a modern picture. Kinski gave advice on everything from gangster movies to editing newsreels, but possibly the most surprising statement was that, and I quote, farmers are not interested in farming pictures. A 2023 article in the online quote investigator writes that an assistant editor named Lynn Bonner was assigned to make a banner headline of the withered writing. Green explained Bonner had only just transferred from Hollywood to the New York staff, coming east in the hope a change of climate would help his health. But the pointless piece offered a cringing challenge to the exasperated editor. After many minutes of fruitless flailing, Bonner banged out the small headline, Not Interested in Farm Drama. But the big banner that would be the magazine mass still powerfully perplexed the poor person. In Green's telling, it was he who stepped in and cleverly crafted the attention attracting banner that would be far more appreciated than the story of ranchers rejecting rural reels. Thus, the July 17th, 1935 edition of Variety ran the somewhat infamous banner, Sticks, Nicks, Hick, Picks. Some were considerably confused, but Green later offered a clear explanation of its meaning. Quote, the bucolic belt refuses to patronize Mustang Mellers, giddy appers, horse operas, or bronc picks, Western films, that is, along with other rural themes. The story was quickly forgotten, but the headline became legend. Although Green claimed credit, Lynn Bonner was not able to give his own version of how the headline came about. He passed away from cancer 3 weeks after contributing to what might be described as his most lasting legacy to the field of journalism.